Hey guys, it's Sue here. Welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I am going to indeed show you guys some of the best K-beauty makeup products. I know we talk a lot about skincare because I feel like K-beauty, Korean skincare products, they know what they're doing. On the other hand, I definitely haven't been talking about makeup products as much. So today, I thought I would just share with you guys some of the best ones out here as of currently. So let's get started right away. First off, I'm going to start off with these amazing eyeshadow quads. And yes, it is the Rom&nd Better Than Eyes. I mentioned this in one of my recent videos that I was inspired by these palettes to make this, to create this video, to look back and see what K-beauty's got to offer in the makeup section. And I definitely think these quads are probably one of the best ones I've tried so far. These are by the brand Rom&nd and these are just so buttery, so creamy, and so pigmented. And like I said, the glitter shade inside, once again, it's not like one of those really pigmented like Pat McGrath pigments. It's nothing like that. But these are so glittery, they're so pretty. What I really appreciate about these is that they actually stay on for the whole day. I think a lot of the glitter shades, sometimes they just last like 5 minutes and I'm just like, where did they go, right? These actually do stay a really long time, meaning that they have a great application and it's just such a pretty subtle, elegant glitter. They're just more suitable in a lot of occasions, like I can just wear them when I have a meeting or something. So I highly recommend them. However, these are a bit smaller than your usual regular quads that you can find in Korea. So I guess that's like the only downside, but otherwise these are superb, super creamy, super pigmented. So superb, amazing. Another eye palette that I think is amazing, apart from the quad, is this surepi ritzy eyeshadow palette. And this is basically a collab that Holly, who is an amazing Korean beauty YouTuber, collabed with surepi, and she actually developed this set of eyeshadows. But I gotta say, this is the palette that comes the closest to Western eye palettes. These will blow your mind away. These are super pigmented. The particles of the glitters are super big. And oh my gosh, it just blows your mind away. Like, what the heck, right? So I highly recommend it. The good news is that this only used to be available in Korea, obviously, but you can get this in Amazon. Yes, you can get this one and their highlighter as well, which is really great too. So this is a definitely pigmented, super pigmented palette that I think a lot of you guys will enjoy, especially if you're really into the strong eye makeup look. One thing that I do wish is that I wish she did release more of a cool tone. You guys know I'm more into like pinks and mauves. This is obviously more of an orangish, very warmish palette, so I did wish she did release another version. Please check it out. It's on Amazon. I'll link everything down below for you guys to check it out. But yeah, amazing. Staying on the eye category, I have brought these Dr. Fixers from Etude House, and these are really old. These are one of the very few products that I've been using from the very beginning, since the very beginning of my YouTube channel. And they're still going strong. These are fixers that you apply onto your eyelashes before you apply on your mascara. And these help fixate your curls. These help lengthen your eyelashes because the green one here, it actually has bits of fibers in it so that you can extend your eyelashes. The red one is to fixate your curl, make sure that they stay like this the whole day. Now, to be completely fair, I actually haven't been using that many mascara fixers before. I think the only mascara fixers I ever used was the Arithaum one, but that did not work for me. I just didn't see it really help with the fixation. It just would smudge all over the place. So these are my go-tos. These are not only super affordable, but like I said, super effective in doing what they're supposed to do. And I have to include these in my eye makeup routine because these really help prevent any smudging of my eyeliner or my eyeshadow. So they do a really good job in that sense too. I've went through bottles and bottles of these. Highly recommend. Moving on to La Mascara, I have this Clio Kill Lash Superproof Mascara number 2 Volume Curling. Wow, guys, this has got to be the most waterproof mascara I've ever tried in my whole entire life, including the Western brands as well. So this is indeed a new release from Clio, which is a brand that is already really famous in terms of like the eyeliners and mascaras as well. And they have done it again with this one. This just maintains your eyelash curl like this for a decade. It does not move an inch at all. I've also had my fair share of mascaras. I do like going through a lot of them. but nothing has come close to this one. This will actually maintain your eyelashes how they look from the start throughout the whole day. So it just doesn't budge. It really does a great job in making your eyelashes look really pretty and really curled. Now, of course, if you're really used to like the Better Than Sex mascara or those really big ones, you know, the mascaras that make your eyelashes look really thick, of course, this isn't going to do the job for you. This is definitely suitable for the Asian kind of smaller eyes, and I really have to be thorough in washing this out because it doesn't budge at all. Of course, if you use an oil cleanser, this will wash away, but I'm just saying this is fuerte, guys. This is some fuerte stuff, very, very strong. Now I'm going to move on to the base makeup, and first I'm going to show you guys some foundations that I think are great and that I have been loving. And first, let me start off with the Espoir Pro Tailor Foundation Biglou. A funny thing is that when I used to have more oily skin, this just did not work for me. This would just melt right away instantly on my face, on my oily face. So I was like, I don't get what the big deal is about this foundation. However, as you guys know, my skin type has changed. It has become way drier. I don't produce as much as oil as I used to, and thus, with the change of my skin type, this has been working absolutely phenomenally. So I do recommend this if you have dry skin. If you have anything oily skin, no, just pass on, guys. Just look for other product. This is a very, very elegant foundation that just gives you the right amount of glow. It's the foundation that I have on right now, which by the way was not the brightest idea because it is hot. It is really, really hot. So as you guys know, even though I have dry skin, I do still sweat a lot. Apparently that issue still remains the same. But during definitely the colder season like autumn and the winter, this is definitely a wonderful foundation. Like I said, it gives you an elegant glow. It has okay coverage. It doesn't have like the most perfect one, but considering how thin and liquidy and sheer it is, I guess it has decent coverage. It's not overwhelmingly thick or too dewy if you use it in autumn and winter. So this is definitely one of my go-tos foundation during those seasons. Now for those who have more of an oily type of skin, this is banila called Covericious Power Fit Foundation. I also did a full-on review of this foundation, and like I mentioned, I think this is great for oily skin. However, this is not a foundation that will withstand the sweat and sebum. This is a very friendly foundation that will just mingle really well with the sebum and the sweat and just makes your skin look absolutely glowing and really pretty and really healthy after all that sweat and sebum. However, if you have dry skin, hunty, no. Look for something else because this did look hella dry, hella messy and really cracked up, I should say, on top of the dry areas of my skin. So I only recommend this too if you have oily skin or if you like sweat a lot. Now for the cushions, I only did bring one because it's summer. I just wanted to give this a quick shout out, but it's of course the Monshot Micro Cetaphil cushion. Oh my gosh, I have mentioned this countless times. This just wards off the sweat and sebum. It's not friendly at all like the Banila Co foundation, and it just does super well in fixating itself onto your skin. And I've also had so many people tell me that, you know, they tried it out because I recommended it and they've loved it too for the hot, humid weather. I did upload my top 5 cushions video, and that list still remains the same. It has not budged one bit. I'll link it up here so you can check it out. But yeah, just wanted to give this buddy a little shout out, and I have bought a backup for this summer because this is like empty AF. There is nothing I can use out of this. Highly recommend. You guys might be really sick and tired of seeing this product, but I just can't stop it, guys. It's the Etude House Fix and Fix Fixer powder, and this is basically a loose powder that you powder up after your foundation so you can set it. And I love this powder because first of all, it's super affordable, but also it just does such a wonderful job in sucking up all my sweat, all the sebum. And like I mentioned, this is not an elegant powder. If you're looking for something that will just give that satin, very velvety finish, really poreless finish, this is definitely not the powder you should use. This will give you that really matte, that really dry finish, but it's because of that finish that I love using this powder so much, because Lord knows it gets super hot and humid in here in Korea in the summer, and I just can't do it with any other powder. So if you're looking for a really mattifying, strong powder, this is the one for you. Moving on to the blusher, this is the 3CE Face Blush Nude Peach, and I do believe this is like the only 3CE product that I use on a daily basis. This is a blusher, and as you guys can see, it's a very muted type, and because of that, it really goes along with a lot of the makeup looks that I do, especially because I'm really into pinks. So this is just a really great, easy blush color that just goes with everything. And in terms of the quality, it really does give you that watercolor, very kind of like fluffy look on your cheeks. It's nothing like in your face, and I think that's why I like so much about it. I haven't hit pan, but I am very, very close to hitting pan, and that just tells you how much I've been using this blusher. I definitely recommend this, guys. Last but definitely not least, I did bring a lip product. Now, I think I'm going to dedicate another video dedicated to Kbeauty Lip Rocks because there's just so many, guys, and they're really great ones out there nowadays. But for this video, I did decide to bring one product, and as you guys know, I'm a lipstick type of gal, so I did bring this Wakemake Rouge Gone Zero lipstick. You guys have seen me rave about this line a ton of times before, especially I really like the color Beige Freeze, and it's just the perfect color for autumn. But of course, we're in spring and summer, so I did pick up a different color recently, and it is number 1, King's Girl, and it is a very vibrant red that almost looks neon and has a kind of a very strong, bright undertone. It's the lip product I have on right now. Let me just retouch up again because I see the color has faded. This whole formula, the whole line, it has such a velvety, such a smooth, such weightless formula that honestly, as I'm speaking now, I honestly don't really feel anything on my lips, and that's the kind of lipsticks that I absolutely adore. I don't like lipsticks that, you know, it feels like peanut butter on my lips. I have seen other people kind of complain that this feels drying, but for me, I've never had that problem before. It's just matte. I wouldn't say this has the longest longevity, but it does a pretty decent job, and super easy to touch up just because of its weightless formula. So I highly recommend. It's definitely one of my favorite lip products. That's it, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed some of my recommendations. I would also love to know what is your go-to Kbeauty products. Let me know in the comments down below because I'm always curious to know like what's really good. Don't forget to press like, subscribe to my channel. I'll see you guys in my next. Ciao!